Our other major focus today, Indian low-cost carrier Indigo has just made history with an extraordinary order that will reshape the skies. They've placed a record-breaking purchase of 500 Airbus A320 airlines. And this extraordinary deal marks the largest ever civil aviation order and a significant milestone for both Indigo and Airbus. With over 300 aircraft already in their fleet and pending orders for about 480 more, this latest agreement brings their total order to nearly 1,000 aircraft. This expansion plan is set to enhance their capacity to meet the rising demand for air travel in India, the world's fastest growing air passenger market before the pandemic. The contract also establishes Indigo as Airbus's largest customer for the A320 family. The delivery of these 500 aircraft is scheduled between 2030 and 2035. Indian carriers now hold the second largest order book worldwide, with a share of over 6% in the industry backlog, trailing only behind the United States. CEO of Indigo expressed his happiness after placing the new order. He said that Indigo aims to fulfill its mission to continue to boost economic growth, social cohesion and mobility in India. Indigo is one of the fastest growing carriers in the world and currently has 264 aircraft in its fleet. Now, to discuss this further, we're being joined by Mr. Ambarish Baliga, independent market analyst, joining us live from Mumbai. Thank you so much for joining us on the broadcast, sir.
Good morning.
Sir, what would be the impact of the Indigo-Airbus deal on the Indian aviation sector?
See, with this deal, I think the Indian aviation sector has finally arrived, including this order of about 500 aircrafts and pending order of 480 aircrafts, like you rightly said. Indigo's outstanding order book position is close to about 1,000 aircrafts. Now look at Air India. I mean, they placed an order for about 470 aircrafts with an option to buy another 370 more going ahead. So all total, if you look at the total order book position from India, including the other airlines, it should be closer to about 2,000. So this clearly shows the bullishness of various airlines on the long-term growth of Indian aviation sector. And Indigo has recently been able to increase their market share to about 61%. Passenger count is hitting record highs. It was about 30 million in March, so which is about 11% growth over pre-COVID times. So despite the airfares being much higher and sustaining, the demand has increased as the affordability of the Indian passengers is much better now.
Right.
So people prefer the comfort and saving of time compared to the money. So with more large airports being planned along with regional connectivity, the Indian aviation clearly has come of age. And we should see the sector booming in the foreseeable future. And after a long time, we have seen that airlines have been sustaining earnings growth. Though, I mean, we have seen accidents like Go Air, but that was more due to their own balance sheet issues as well as the engine supply problems than the state of the aviation sector. So as long as the oil remains stable, I think the aviation sector will continue doing well, assuming other things are not. Other things are equal.
Right. So in fact, I was just going to come to this with this mega deal. How do you assess the recovery in global aviation industry as well as the global aviation economy?
See, the global aviation industry, especially the aircraft manufacturers, clearly are looking at India for survival and growth. I mean, with such huge orders from India, clearly it's a pointer that domestic manufacturing of aircraft parts, I think that's going to increase under that Make in India program. And the US-India Pact, which is expected now soon, for transfer of technology for aircraft engines, I think this is also extremely positive for the Indian industry. And mind you, 2,000 aircrafts getting inducted means the demand for nearly 40,000 pilots. I mean, as a thumb rule, every aircraft requires 20 pilots and co-pilots, 10 plus 10. So the employment opportunity also is going to be huge going ahead. And I think these aircraft orders from India would be the main drivers, I think, for the global aviation industry.
All right. Mr. Baliga, thank you so much for joining us on this broadcast with your inputs and insights on this. WION is now available in your country. Download the app now. Get all the news on the move.